Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Mydefipet. Crazy things are happening, as always in this past week. Mydefipet token is now at 3.39. It costs you $10 to hatch an egg. This game, if you got in early on it, is such a good investment. It's gone up again, oh my god. If you are brand new to the channel and want to keep up to date with anything related to Mydefipet, we post news, we post stats and work them out. I do my best to try and figure out what are the best things you want to breed. We're looking at wings, stats, amulets. We've looked at them all in the past before in terms of what rarity, so you can go check out some past videos if you haven't seen them yet. But let's get into today's video. A massive bit of news came with the Ask Me Anything Mydefipet did on Faraland's channel. So Faraland is another NFT project that is currently in the works. It doesn't have a playable game yet. They have characters and you can stake Faraland to farm. It has a lot of potential, and especially when in combination with Mydefipet. Faraland is currently estimated at around $1 per token. This game could have real future potential in that Mydefipet will be able, you'll be able to use your pets within Faraland. So they've built up a strategic partnership. But in this, they did an Ask Me Anything with John Nguyen, the CBO of Mydefipet, and it shined a light on some new things that are coming in the game. Really big potential in the future of this play to earn mechanics. Mydefipet is a game that brings the experience of traditional virtual pet games with the personalization elements based on a player's unique personality, combining with the DeFi features in the NFT collections, with the same goal to develop NFTs as the soul of the game. The next phase, Mydefipets will include in the expedition games of Faraland, as I just stated. So this is a summary of the AMA that happened between the two. It was hosted by Faraland, and they basically opened up a little question from Faraland, a couple of questions from Faraland, and then opened it up to other people. So we're just going to go through them, talk about a bit of speculation on this, you know, kind of dates, roadmaps, things like that. So first one, before we get started, can you give us a bit of an introduction to Mydefipet? So if you didn't know, he's the chief business officer of Mydefipet, and the name project speaks for itself. It consists of my personalization, pet personalization feature that we rolled out in future to personalize your pet based on your real life activities. This is going to be something that potentially you could maybe like walk on an app and it will, you know, very much pogo type things. Potentially you're going to see, I just want to be able to name my pets. Does anybody really want to do that? I know it's just a small mechanic, but can't wait for that. DeFi, the game's core features include play to earn and DeFi that will integrate into the game in-game content. This means that you will be able to govern and vote on which direction the game goes in certain decisions. It would change the way people play video games. Instead of pay to win, Mydefipet allows users to invest to play to earn. Last but not least, each pet in the game is an NFT that can be traded, staked, borrowed, or lent. So it looks like we're going to have features that I've already known there's some things in the works of potentially lending your pets out for breeding. So, you know, if I've got a really good set of pets with full gear or outline, which I do thank God on the Binance Smart Chain side, I can lend that out for Depet and start earning that way. Host says that I see NFT gaming has been blooming in the last few months massively. Thus, many teams are building their NFT gaming projects as a trend. As one of the initiators in the NFT gaming field, what makes Mydefipet stand out from many recent and upcoming projects? He responds by saying all the progress that people see comes from the hard work of solid and dedicated team of Totebox, one of the best game developers in Vietnam and the incubator CARDI chain, a blockchain project focused on interoperability, having extensive experience in blockchain space. Very happy to work with such dedicated teams. The game Mydefipet is designed to have 3D rendering for the good looking pets that we have and surroundings that attract not only blockchain users but also gamers themselves. Mydefipet is not only a game for just buying, breeding and trading pets, but it's a blockchain game that would have many upcoming in-depth game contents, such as play to earn features integrated. On the blockchain side, Mydefipet is built on the Binance Smart Chain and CARDI chain, which have extremely low transaction costs, allowing users to have a smooth experience enjoying the game with blockchain transactions. Looking at the current progress of the project, we're proud of these accomplishments. There are now over 1 million pets being bought in the BSC network. Mydefipet has become one of the top 20 finalists in the MVB, Most Valuable Builder, Part 2. So this is the second one they've done on Binance. Program from Binance, of course. Faraland is in there as well. So is CryptoBlades. What do you think about the potential of the partnership between Mydefipet and Faraland? From the partnership, what can we bring our audience in the future? So, as we're building the game, our vision does not stop here as a single blockchain game. The partnership with Faraland is one of the first to expand the metaverse of blockchain games. What we would see in the future is the cross-world events between two games. And who knows, we can bring the NFT of one game to play on another. So this has been, we see this in a lot of games on the Wax side, where you can use NFTs from one game and use them for another. So Our Planet, you can stake some of the NFTs you've earned from Alien Worlds into that, which means that the value doesn't get lost down the line, even when the game dies down or ends. Section 2, Twitter Q&A. It's unfortunate that some projects remain halfway because their developers abandon the concept because they cannot achieve the desired capitalization in the long term. How do you plan to make this project sustainable for its development? It is a good question. The information is very much needed to evaluate the project. Brief background about Mydefipet. If you didn't know, their team consists of members that have experience in real-world built businesses, that are familiar with lean practices, agile, and scale-up. When we started the project, they raised $1 million from our private and public rounds, which they applied lean practices that allow them to have enough funding to run the project. Unexpectedly, their pet sales increased rapidly in the last 2 months, with more than 1 million pets being sold at the price of 3D pet per token. With that revenue, they now have enough funding to potentially continue the development for at least a couple of years. So this is not something that you are going to see die potentially. It's very low risk. We also have business plans to generate more revenues from the project that makes it self-sustainable. Question 2. We're currently in the boom of the NFT market, which revolutionizes all DeFi with its authentication features and indefinite value. Do you think the NFTs provided in Mydefipet will be able to compete and keep up with a market that is in full development? I would argue it's not in full development at all. NFTs in Mydefipet are not just regular NFT that can be traded, but also has key access to upcoming play-to-earn features. Players having the NFTs from Mydefipet would be able to earn tokens while playing when the play-to-earn features are actually released. Players with strong NFT pets would be able to lend or sell to generate profits. Our team is developing the marketplace, which allows all pet trading. With just a few steps of integration, our marketplace will be integrated into other NFT marketplaces to expand the market. Just a little hint: holding good pets in the game would give you advantages in play-to-earn features. I mean, I'm holding mine, don't worry. I understand that Mydefipet is in its early stages. Can you tell us what's your plan for 2021? 2021? Yeah, 2021. What are the needs that Mydefipet will cover in the market, and what features does Mydefipet have? So, this is the big one. The big one. The roadmap will be updated shortly this week or early next week on their website. A few sneak peeks here. The game will introduce more in-game contents that have play to earn integrated, such as PvP battle, campaign mode, daily quest, etc. So, stop here. Daily quests, they're going to be, complete, earn so much gold, earn so much silver in a day, or, I don't know, breeds 10 eggs. So, they're going to give you D-Pet as a reward back. Campaign mode will be PvE. That means you're going to be able to play with your pets without risk. Probably you're going to get D-Pet. This is guaranteed D-Pet that we're going to get back for using our NFTs now. PvP battle. This is where it's interesting. So Are we going to be able to compete against each other? Stake our D-Pet against other people in battle? Who knows? Also, we have a full marketing campaign for this release that will target different market regions around the world, as well as strengthen the current markets we have. Currently, it's doing all its marketing itself. It's now at 3.84. I mean, literally seconds have passed, and it's gone up a huge amount. On the CARDI chain side, it's still very cheap. It's at $3. So get in on the CARDI side before that. I think you'll see CARDI side catch up. I see that Mydefipet would work under 2 blockchain smart chain. I see it works under 2 blockchains, Binance and CARDI chain. Could you explain why you're using two chains for an NFT game? Especially CARDI chain. Why are you using CARDI chain? I mean, CARDI chain is the whole thing this is built from mainly. As mentioned earlier, CARDI chain is a blockchain project that focuses on interoperability to connect different blockchain networks together. CARDI chain has its own manner that have many advantages, so many advantages. TPS 6,000, extremely low transaction fees. I mean, extremely low. You'd have to do like 1,000 transaction fees for it to be the same as 1 transaction fee on the Binance Smart Chain. CARDI chain is EVM compatible. With those 2 advantages, users playing CARDI chain network would not basically need to worry about the transaction costs because it's nearly zero. It really is. That would create a great gaming experience. This might be where we see a big shift in the future when PvP, when there's a lot of interactions on the blockchain and we're paying gas fees. You're going to see a switch from D-Pet on the Binance Smart Chain side over to CARDI chain, I believe. So now is a really good time to get in on the CARDI chain side. Question 2. Are any audit reports done by sources outside your project? Smart contracts are known to be prone to bugs or hacks. So how is the security system of Mydefipet? Smart contracts of D-Pet tokens and NFT have been audited and passed by Solidity Finance, so it's totally secured. Little mention of what happened this week, not D-Pet's fault. That is an exploit on ChainSwap, nothing to do with D-Pet. They just got their liquidity stolen in that process. Q3, Mydefipet game looks so good, but it also looks like it requires some computer power to work. So can you tell us about what the requirements are to install and run it? Will it be compatible with Android and iOS? The game is currently playable on a web browser. We will release the mobile versions at a later time. As of now, there are several mobile browsers that players can play on. Yandex is the one you want to be using, just if you want to know that. However, do your own research when you play on those browsers, as they are not part of the Mydefipet team. You said in the future you could add health tracking or entertainment app. Will it be possible to walk outside within the app and with Mydefipet and get extra points? Yes. The idea is that your pet stats will grow depending on your activity. For example, if you work out often, your pet's damage would increase. That feature won't be released until the mobile version is released, so stay tuned. Big things. So many updates potential in the future. We are in the really early stages of this game. It's not complex. It is far from it. Let's do a little switch onto the no, Chrome's decided it's died on my my screen. But yeah, I was going to take a look at it. I don't know if it actually works on. I haven't actually tested it on the Binance on Firefox, because I use Google Chrome and that works all right. Crashes every now and then. Let's see how it functions. So many updates. This is really good to hear that it's going to have play to earn features coming soon. Primarily because for those of you who aren't holding D-Pet and have missed the giant increase in value by owning D-Pet, if you own your NFTs, they're worth what they're worth, $10 each potentially. I mean, it would be less than that because not every pet you're going to hatch is going to be great. But I mean, if you hatch them in the very beginning of this game, when clearly doesn't work on, on Mozilla. If you hatched it in the early stages of this game, your pets will have full gear, and you'll have auras and outlines which will be worth way more. So the potential of this game is in its early stages. It has so much coming in the future. I can't wait to get access to this play to earn to start building my balance up. But for now, I will do my best to keep you up to date with all those changes as and when they happen, so you know when to react to things, react to the market. I also do little, when updates do happen, little bug checks just to make sure it's safe to use some of the features, as we saw yesterday in the egg feature. The breeding feature is don't do it on the Binance Smart Chain yet, you will lose your Depet, and on the CARDI chain, absolutely safe to do so, but it will cost you so much. Okay, that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. Always help the channel out. Hit subscribe if you can keep up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you guys soon.